Hello and welcome to Trails to Azure, part 50. I did finish, just quickly, I finished these available palm parties. Robert's I redid accidentally. It took one try. Michelle took, I think basically, Michelle, Maribel, and Jonah were 1 or 2 tries each. Abbas was like between 5 and 10 tries at least. But it was not fun anyway. But it's done. As long as Fran shows up again, I'll be able to fight her. So that will go fine, maybe. But that's not a fun part of the game. It took like 10 minutes-ish. But now, did I feed Cope today? But now it's time to continue with the traveling around Crossbow. I mean, feeding Cope doesn't matter because I already missed some days, I'm certain, but yes. Now it is time for the outer Crossbell talking, which for now means I will be going through Nox Forest to get the fight, going to the police academy because I need to go to the police academy to talk to people. And then I'll just be talking to people for most of this. Like, there will be a fight here. There will be a fight at the ancient battlefield, and that's about it. I have no idea how strong this monster is. Okay, I don't want to fight both. I want that guy to... I don't think he would be pulled in, but what are these? Okay, that's not the positioning I want. Hecka Conquer. So she will... What level are they? I don't know. Let's do... Dark Matter? I mean, Dark Matter and Raging Spin aren't both necessary, but I think right now... Okay, they can't be moved, that's good to know. As long as they target him, it's fine. Yeah, as long as that's what they do, this will go fine. I can only hit 2. Oh, and they're immune. I mean, she should hit super hard. Because... Ooh, they're weak to that. That's good to know. She should hit super hard because she has, like, 2 still blues. So it'll be fine. I could do just about anything, but arts are bad to use. Because arts take up time, and if I have time consumed, then I can't appropriately... If time is consumed, then he can't counterattack, which I think means less damage is dealt overall. Big damage. Yeah, definitely weaker to... Yeah, definitely weaker to Dark Matter. Pretty easy. Because I'm, I think, slightly over leveled, maybe? Because they were 72. A mute 2. Ooh, so useful. Actually might be beneficial on somebody. Okay, HP 2 is 3. Mute 2 is 6. That's a lot less HP though. The HP is nice. Having 1 more point. Oh wait, didn't I get... Yeah, I got an HP 3 from that other stuff. I want this for the heals, but is it necessary? Probably not. If I swap this for a mute 2, I lose Earth and space. Let's see what happens. I get tier all, which is situationally useful, I think. Athelas is good, Holy Breath is good. I don't have range, so Holy Breath is not bigger, but it's already large, so... Actually, I need to remember that Aqua Mirage is really good for my people that don't already have evasion. I wish she had one more. Okay, I lost out on that from that swap. I lost the AoE. Which is maybe a bad... maybe... Okay, 14 versus... 14... I lose out on tier all, but I don't think that's the end of the world. I think most of the other good stuff is still here. I don't have the ice one, but I don't really need that. I mean, maybe I will, but for now I think I'd rather have dark matter. Okay, that's done. That was quick. Not a very interesting enemy. Now it's time to run back and take the car the rest of the way. I think this will be faster to do it this way. Nothing changed over here. Yeah, so criminals have injured family. Okay, she's an important character, I think. I think she's on the cover of Cold Steel 3? Or something like that. And this would be Rebecca. I'm not going to finish this quest. The raid on the city was no less than an atrocity. That the young cadets of the academy were safe and sound here is about the only blessing I can find. It's going to take a lot of time for Crossbow to fully recover from this. Hello, Special Support Section. Thank you for coming all the way out here today. Don't mention it. No, this is where you'll be working from for the time being? That's right. Sadly, it will be a while longer before the reception area at headquarters is repaired and open for duty. Fortunately, the department backs up all of its data, which remains accessible from the terminals here. Owing to that, I'm perfectly able to perform all of my regular duties from this counter. In other words, any tasks you would typically have done at the HQ will work just the same while I'm here. That's good to know. By the way, Rebecca, I really wanted to thank you for being the first one there for Fran when she finally came to. I just know she was glad to see you. Oh no, you don't have to thank me, Noelle. I was there to cheer her up, but if anything, Fran was the one who lifted my spirit. It couldn't have made me happier to have her up and smiling again. I know exactly what you mean. If it doesn't put you out too much, could you find the time to make another visit? I'm sure it'd mean a lot to her. You don't even need to ask. Okay, I don't have a new one to give yet. There's gonna be nothing new here. Yeah, so that one there, the combat notebook, there's a dragon quartz, some red fire quartz that I could trade for that would be useful for that. But I think it would only be meaningful on if I can carry it over for a New Game Plus, which I might never do anyway, so I'll probably buy it before the end of the game. I'll try to, but... Oh, hey SSS. I bet you guys have had your hands pretty full lately. You look like you've been shouldering quite a lot yourself, Juna. Have you had time to go back home and see your family? Yeah, I have. I'm glad they're alright. Still, I wasn't prepared for seeing just how bad the city was hit. Arc-en-Ciel and police headquarters were in shambles. How is Crossbow supposed to come back from something like this? Oh, Juna. I know things seem dire right now, but we're not going to get anywhere by standing still. We all have to stay strong and keep moving forward. Yeah, sorry, I was distracted while doing this. I'm not certain, it could be another character that just looks very similar, but I think in the top right corner of Trails of Cold Steel's cover, I think that's Juna. They look very similar. You, us, and the rest of the city too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her. Which is interesting. Yeah, you're right. I should be focusing on my training and studies instead of moping around here all day. So I'm gonna do just that. Good luck with the rest of your work, nothing important. Can't go through here ever. Okay, so that's it for here. Now it's Algar Gate. Nobody over here. Nobody over here. The third company was wiped out during the occupation of mines. Even the rescue unit suffered heavy losses. Some of our armored cars were destroyed as well. In the end, the total damages sustained by the CGF are incalculable. Those goddess-forsaken Jaegers. We won't let them get away with this. The raid on the city has heightened tensions between us and the major powers. According to the rumors, both Erebony and Calvert are set to conduct large-scale field exercises near our borders. This feels like how it was before the Non-Aggression Pact was signed. 1, 2, a guy, 3, 4. Yeah, they have so many more people here. I just returned from shipping out some supplies. Crossbow Station is still in chaos, in case you were wondering. Given what happened, it could hardly be called surprising. No matter what tricks the Empire tries to pull, we'll never back down. I refuse to let my allies' deaths be in vain, not a chance in Gehenna. A lot of tourists have been leaving Crossbow recently due to all the tension. Not to mention, there's been disaster after disaster recently. I can't blame them for getting out while they can. I was unsure of what to do after the attack, but I've decided to return home to the Empire. If I were to ever get caught up in something so horrid again, I don't know how I would cope. She's a relevant character. A lot of my comrades went down during the hostilities near mines. If only we had some actual firepower like tanks, we wouldn't have suffered nearly as many losses. Crossbow needs to become independent. It's the only way I'll be able to protect Stella and everyone else I hold dear. Well, technically speaking, you could probably protect Stella if you just ran away and moved to Liberal. Liberal's a fairly nice place now. Hey, Mirai. Looks like you guys have your hands full. We do. Military activity has been picked up over at Corellia Fortress. This level of tension is unprecedented. The only time that comes close was 2 years ago, before the signing of the Non-Aggression Pact. It's that bad? I can believe it. You better keep yourself safe, Mirai. You hear me? I know. Don't worry. I can handle things here. So let's check here first. He's gonna have nothing important to say. After they were done terrorizing Crossbell, the Red Constellation flew off in an airship. And what's more, not even the CGS anti-air radars were able to track it. I guess with enough capital, you can buy whatever technology you want. Just who are those people anyway? Jaegers? The bracers and a kid. I would have liked to stay and enjoy Crossbell a little longer. Mother says it's too dangerous though. I never imagined the situation would grow so dire in just 1 week. I have to get my daughter out of Crossbell as soon as possible. I mean, the event happened a week ago, and yet you're still here. I know the intent is just sort of time is nebulous, but the situation here at the border is getting pretty sticky. I wish there were Erebonian guild members we could turn to for help. Unfortunately, due to pressure from the Imperial government, there are hardly any branches left open in the Empire. They have plenty of solid bracers, but given the state of the organization there, we can't count on their help at all. Yeah, it's a shame, really. If the Erebonian branches were still open, the guild would be mediating right now to help find a peaceful resolution to this. Unfortunately, thanks to pressure from the Imperial government, the branches are closed, and we're without backup. Lieutenant, you could have a knife. Nothing here is relevant. Our current friction with the Empire is a lot like it was before the signing of the Non-Aggression Pact. They would even train those horrible railway guns directly at us. It was a terrifying time. I'd give anything to make sure that never happens again. I mean, I imagine you wouldn't, but... I would say on a singular scale, giving your life to not experience threats to your life is probably not something that they would do. But obviously it's a metaphor, turn of phrase, whatever. What is the word? It's not a turn of phrase. It's a saying, I guess. Supposedly it was the Empire that hired the Jaeger Corps that raided Crossbell City. That's what the rumors say, at least. Are saying, at least. No matter how it came about, I can't forgive anyone who spills the blood of my fellow guardsmen. If it's a fight the Empire wants, then it's a fight they'll get. It's not healthy for the guardsmen to be so caught up in rumors. If it's a rumor, it's a rumor. Thanks to the increased buzz over independence after the raid, things are as tense here as they were before the Non-Aggression Pact was signed. If relations with the Empire reach a breaking point, it's possible that the railway guns will be deployed again. Maybe there truly is no way for us to avoid conflict with Calvard and Erebonia. The railway guns, in reality, railway guns are guns that move on railways, right? Which, for attacking this type of place, the only benefit of that is mobility, and if it's attacking a city, the mobility is not that helpful, though it's easier to get a huge weapon over if it's on rails. There's never anything over here, but you always have to check. She's the last one. Easy. ... Is something on your mind, Commander Bales? Yes. I was contemplating the pending reorganization of the CGF. It will be some time before we're fully recovered from the losses we sustained on the Mines Mountain Path. I was afraid of that. You seem troubled, Seeker. Are you second-guessing your decision to return to active service? No, that's not it. It's just... part of me feels guilty for being the only one stepping away from the SSS when things are getting so busy. It's alright and all. We understand. I would gladly welcome your help in rebuilding the CGF, but it isn't a command. Would you prefer that I have your reinstatement postponed? No, I've made my decision. At the end of today, Sergeant Major Noel Seeker will be back on duty with the CGF. Very well. However, until then, you're still a member of the Special Support Section. Finish all of your remaining work there, so you can leave without any regret. Understood? Yes, ma'am. Talk to her, and by talk I mean just do this. Because there was a chance there would be something that would matter, but... Okay. These outlying areas are very quick to clear. So, I want to do this area. I think for now I'm going to go to mines and then run all the way back, checking for Arios. Because he's somewhere. He has to be. Because Because he's not at the cathedral anymore, or the graveyard at the cathedral anymore. And he's not at the guild. So my guess is either like Stargazer, Moon Temple. But since he was at the cathedral, I'm going to walk along this path to double check if he's here. Oh, it's Harold. Harold is there. When the Jaegers rolled into town, I thought we were done for. The CGF tried to come save us, only get taken out one after another. What's weird is that the Jaegers left us and our stuff alone. Why were they even here then? Okay. Working my way back through the mines, skip them all, talk to them on my way back up. And as always, there's nothing this far down, I think, but I always feel like it's necessary to check. And this mine is fairly shallow, so it doesn't take long to check everywhere. Boom, done. Yeah. A lot of stuff is going on in the story. I think it might be a little more up in the air if I hadn't completely accidentally spoiled some stuff, like circumstantially. But not circumstantially, coincidentally. I coincidentally spoiled stuff, but I don't know what my general thoughts right now would be without that, so. Allowing those Jaegers to take over the village was a disgrace for us miners. Next time those lowlife bastards come around, they'll be sorry. 'Cause you'll swing your pickaxes at them and blow them up, I don't know. First, mines gets occupied, and then Crossbow City gets raided right after. There must be some way I can help either place out. But I'm just a miner, and a mediocre one at that. What can someone like me even do? When Mines was being occupied, we tried to push the Jaegers out of town. But when we confronted them, they knocked me off my feet like it was nothing. My hips are still aching. My injury wasn't too serious, but that didn't stop Miranda from giving me an earful about how rash I'd been. I remembered something about that girl who was leading the Jaegers during the occupation. She was actually here in town a ways back, stocking up on a ton of septium. That same girl wound up making mincemeat out of the CGF. I still can't believe it. Mines' mines are finally back in operation as of yesterday. There's a lot to think about when it comes to the future of Crossbell. But for now, I'll just focus on my work. In the end, I'm only a miner. And like the chief always says, a miner's gotta dig. I hate it. A miner's gotta mine. A miner's gotta dig. I hate it. I like the Mines Mining Town music. It's pretty relaxed. My husband was injured during that whole occupation incident. He's all right now, but I was worried sick when it happened. Ooh, Haroldo. It ain't worthwhile unless you smile. Daddy said no matter what happens, you'll always feel better if you put on a big happy grin. It would work so much better if these people had mouths. Everyone else in Mines is still in a rut after those damn Jaegers squatted in on our village. I was just as much a part of it as anyone else, but there's no use saying down in the mouth about it forever. Being full of spit and vinegars about all me and the miners are good for. It's up to us to keep this town in high spirits. You know what? I'll just buy it now. Oh, hello, Mr. Hayworth. Did you come to Mines on business today? That I did. I'm here to drop off the produce I purchased from Armorica village. The people here have been living in fear ever since the occupation. Though there weren't any casualties, it has still left a tremendous impact. Yeah, like there were no casualties at all. It shows the extent to which they were clearly not in it to kill people. Well, maybe I was in the CGF, but like, Bracers. Everyone at St. Ursula has been working tirelessly since the raid on the city. I'm trying to take care of as many patients as I can here in mines to ease their load. It's quite an undertaking, but many hands make light work, as they say. That goes double in times like these. Aeolia and I are here to help clean up the fallout from the occupation. We exterminated the wanted monsters in the surrounding areas, so hopefully that won't be a concern for a while. The emotional scars on the townsfolk won't be healing anytime soon, though. Most of them can hardly sleep at night. Maybe we should talk to Michelle about extending our stay here a while longer. When the town was being occupied, all I could do was cower in a corner of the inn. Marlowe kept me company the whole time, telling me that it'd be alright and that we'd make it out safe. I used to think he was kind of an oaf. Maybe my opinion of him has changed, just a little. Stockholm Syndrome. In the end, those mercenary goons didn't lay a hand on our people or our food supply. Sure, we were scared out of our wits the whole time, but compared to the CGF, the damage was negligible. What were they trying to accomplish here? That's the part I just don't get. I mean, it could have just been bait to pull people out. My assumption is it wasn't, but my assumption is there was a reason that's going to be revealed why they attacked mines specifically, but people are saying that the occupation here and the raid on the city were Imperial maneuvers to make Crossbow retract its independence proposal. Innocent civilians were held hostage, and the CGF suffered so many losses. How could anyone sacrifice human lives for the sake of political gain? There's just no forgiving that. I mean, it certainly was sacrificing lives. And it was probably for political gain. So many guardsmen from the CGF sacrificed themselves for our sake. Although, technically speaking, I imagine if the CGF did nothing, the results would have been basically the same, except there wouldn't have been needless deaths. So, I mean, obviously, hindsight, but so many guardsmen of the CGF sacrificed themselves for our sake. When I imagine their families, waiting for them to come home, I just don't have the words. See, you can always undermine the sacrifice by saying it was pointless. Easy. Who could have imagined that mines would be occupied by Jaegers? It's like something from Crossbow's old era of disputes. Gracious me, what is happening to our state? This kid. When the bad guys showed up, the miners fought back to protect the town. They were no match, though. Dad even got hurt when they shoved him out of the way. It was only a few scratches, but I was still scared for him. He hurt his hip, because he's an old man. Aeolia served me some soothing herbal tea the other day. It's been helping me relax after the troubles of the last week. I'll have to thank her and Lynn both. Well, if it isn't the SSS, Mayor Bixon, I'm sorry for everything Mines have had to go through. Yes, well, we haven't had much in the sense of outright damage, but the shock has yet to subside. We're coping as well as we can manage, with help from the bracers, of course. I can only imagine how horrible this has been for all of you. Indeed, though, thankfully, things have started to calm down a tad. I'm doing everything I can in my capacity as mayor to help the town in the meantime. I know you all are having a rough go of it yourselves. Stay safe, and best of luck. Yes, they had it rough. Though, I'm finished here. I'm actually, instead of doing this, I'm going to be lazy and check a guide to check quickly if there's anywhere I should look for the guy, Arios, but I'll just pause this for a second and be back in no time. So yes, briefly checking, it seems like there isn't anything to do with Arios beyond what I've already done, so I'm not going to waste time running around hunting for him. I just don't know where he is. He was here, but he's not there anymore. He's not at the Bracer Guild, so who knows. So I've already talked to the people in Armorica, so it's straight to Tangram Gate to talk about the ancient battlefield stuff, which will then let me catch fish and finish the fishing quest line. Our guardsmen who were hospitalized at St. Ursula are still in unstable condition, but they are lucky compared to our comrades who lost their lives on the mountain path. I'm usually pretty calm, but right now I feel nothing but pure and utter rage. Pure and utter rage doesn't sound correct. Like, you'd have pure rage, but not pure and utter rage. It just feels, I don't think that's a sentence that really makes sense. It might. It just feels weird to me. The CGF's inability to defend Crossbow in its time of need was perhaps its greatest failure. The incident near mines did reduce our overall military might, though. Really, that's I can't read. The incident near mines did reduce our overall military might, though, really, that's just an excuse. We have a duty to preserve the peace, but things may need to change around here before we're actually able to. Yes, having actual armaments would help. I can sympathize with the people of Crossbell. If they had a proper army, they may have been able to keep their losses to a minimum. Maybe your mayor should have accepted the president and chancellor's proposal after all. Yes, totally. Definitely logical. Those who attacked the city are still holding up somewhere, right? Fine by me. We'll smoke them out one way or another. Our fallen comrades need avenging. The Republican army is on the move at the border near Altair, probably to carry out large-scale exercises. They want to turn the screw on Crossbell, after all. It's an alarming situation, to say the least. The CGF will need to rise to the occasion. The tension at the border is nearing its breaking point. Even with Tangram Hill acting as a buffer between us and the Republic, there's no room to relax. We have to stand firm, hold the line, and remain vigilant. That's it. I guess that is the normal guy. Ooh, there's a person here. It's Chiruru! I was in Armorica village when the raid happened. Eventually, I was able to get in contact with Ryu and my dad and confirm they were both safe. So relieved. I should be going home soon. I'm still so worried about Ryu and Dad. Happy? So many crossbones. Too many crossbones. Ilia Platier shines as brightly as the sun. In other words, those Jaeger SOBs stole our light away. Sorry, I should be getting back to work. It's hard to take my mind off wondering whether she'll ever perform again. Oh, father, always getting so worked up. Sorry about him. I assure you he doesn't mean any offense. Oops-a-doops. I can't believe our vacation destination became the site of a violent raid. What good is an organization like the CGF if it can't protect a city? I don't want to stay in this hotbed for one more second. Roy and I are also mourning the losses the CGF endured, even if we aren't enlisted ourselves. So many guardsmen with their whole lives ahead of them were struck down. I can't imagine how mortified they felt. How mortified they felt when they died? Okay. Word for word definition from Cambridge.org of mortified is very embarrassed. I don't think they felt very embarrassed when they died. At the very least, I hope the remaining members will be able to pull through this all right. Yeah, I don't think the moment they were dying, they were mortified. They were not embarrassed that they were being shot to death. It might have been horrified. That would be better. My longtime buddy, Brood, is safe and sound over at Bellegarde Gate. But even knowing that, I can't rest easy. Not after all the heavy losses the CGF suffered. Honestly, I'm kind of terrified of what the future holds. Guess all I can do is prepare myself for the worst. The CGF is in shambles now, thanks to those damn Jaegers. And honestly, if we were ordered to fight them again, I would be tempted to run away. Just what are we supposed to do now? I mean, actually, running away might have been better. Because then there would have been fewer people that died, I think. Because it's not like the CGF did much. And as always, hindsight, but... and video game outside perspective, making it easier to parse. Sergeant Major, I was so glad to hear that your sister is alright. This is not correct. It should be, I was so glad to hear that your sister was alright, because they heard that the sister was alright in the past, so it should be, I was so glad to hear that your sister is alright. Or, I am so glad to hear that your sister is alright. I think. Yes, but it's hard to be happy right now after all of the CGF's losses. I can't deny that it's been difficult to cope. But in a way, that's all the more reason to cherish our blessings like your sister's well-being. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And now it's time to pick up the quest. Hello, sir. Hello, Deputy Commander Douglas. Ah, it's all of you. It's you all. Good to see you. I take it you're here in response to my request. Pretty much, yeah. But, you're looking a little on edge there, Duggo. I can't deny it. I'm sure you noticed this the moment you arrived here. But the CGF is currently in a heightened state of alert. We can't afford to have anything short of total vigilance right now. So, would all that be the reason you put in a request for us then? Indeed it would. I can give you a full explanation if you're ready to begin. Will you be tackling the request now? Accept. We're ready to begin. I'm in your debt. As I wrote in the request, we've recently received eyewitness reports of mysterious black monsters. Said monsters have been ravaging the crops and livestock of our Morica village. Monsters attacking our Morica. This feels oddly familiar. Especially that part about the crops. Are you referring to those wolf-like beasts that were menacing the state earlier this year? The culprits in that case wound up being the Mafia and their warhounds. Yes, I drew the same parallels upon reading the report on this incident. Ravash has been completely dissolved, but their sizable reserve of warhounds is currently unaccounted for. There is a distinct chance that there are mysterious perpetrators in this case. They are armored, the ones that are attacking. To what extent has the CGF investigated so far? My guardsmen inspected the damage and interviewed the nearby residents. Consequently, we were able to pinpoint that the monsters are coming from the ancient battlefield. Which is why I want you to head there now. You're to investigate the area for monsters, and if possible, exterminate them. That's pretty straightforward. Still, you boys must be busy if you're asking for our help with pest control. The CGF should be more than capable of tracking wild monsters themselves if they needed to. You aren't wrong. But while this would be a simple task under normal conditions, I must remind you that we are currently on alert. The Red Constellation, the ones who raided Crosswell City, have vanished. At the moment, we have zero leads as to their whereabouts. On top of that, the Empire and the Republic have started conducting large-scale exercises near our borders. The CGF needs to be especially vigilant, given the current tension at the border. In other words, things are eerily reminiscent of how they were just prior to the signing of the Non-Aggression Pact, which again was established as not applying to Crosswell. You are correct. In light of the circumstances, Dealing with these monsters is a low priority right now, in spite of the havoc they've caused. As the damages are relatively low, the decision has been made not to spare any guardsmen. I'd say that's fair. You guys got more important stuff to worry about than a few monster exterminations. And that's where we come in. Leave this to us, Deputy Commander. We'll look into those monsters for you. That would be much appreciated. Best of luck, SSS. I'll be awaiting the good news. Ancient Battlefield Anomalies started. Nice. So, I'm probably not going to finish exploring this area today, on the assumption that I can go all the way to the Sun Fort and there's stuff worth grabbing there. There's going to be a lot of stuff to fight to get to the Sun Fort. I think I want to explore the Sun Fort today as well, assuming I can. So it's going to be a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, like chests to pick up, a lot of stuff to explore. I have a catfish to catch. Once I catch the catfish, it'll mean fishing time, which will be separate from this. I'll probably do that specifically fishing tomorrow, and it won't take long, so it'll just start tomorrow with fishing. Or if I get the catfish quickly enough today, I'll end today with fishing. Megaduta. 36 of 61. There's still 25 more. We have a meeting with the Madam Mayor today. Will it take long? A pause. Genevieve wasn't used to explaining herself, as she kept most of their intentions as clipped as her words. It's with Jubilee, isn't it? You have to fight these random guys. Oh, this is a normal. Yeah, that's a normal guy. Normal guy? Yeah. Yeah, it's apparently if they're 10 levels under, you just one-shot them. If you hit them twice, they die. EP charge 2, always good. Now I'm one step closer to mastering the 8 Leaves 7th form, Void. Okay joke. Not the best, but okay. And now it will be actual enemies. Oh, wow, they are actually Warhounds. Weird. Which makes sense, because Ravash was in the Sun Fort when they got taken out, so they would have had Warhounds in that area. And then the Warhounds went crazy when they got released. Look at those monsters! Though, I mean, if they actually are the Warhounds, they should be like level 30. Look at those monsters! They're Ravash's Warhounds. Our guess was right on the mirror. Could they have gone feral and formed a pack? But they're all spread out. Hell if I know, man. I just want to find out why they're dead set on destroying our Morica's produce, because it tastes good. Even monsters should know the risk of getting too close to human settlements. That's just instinct. Orders are orders either way. We're going to have to exterminate them. And again, that's probably easier said than done. I agree. ... Is something on your mind, Tio? It was only a stray thought, but the emotions I detect from these monsters, they resemble fear more than anything else. So something chased them away from the Sun Fort, maybe? They're afraid? Grrr. How did one get behind us? Oh, it's Zeit. Okay. Zeit. How is his timing always so impeccable? For a moment, I was scared he might have been enemy reinforcements getting the jump on us. Grr, woof, woof. Grr. These feral mutts likely follow an alpha. Which, I mean, my understanding is there are head wolves in wolf packs, but the whole alpha, beta, omega thing is false. It's not real. So it's a little odd. Subdue the leader, and the rest of their ranks should fall in line, so Zeit says. An alpha, huh? Makes sense that a pack would need a top dog. Kinda like me in the SSS. Whatever you say. Now let's see if we can't track down their leader. And it's just me killing them all the entire time anyway, so it's not gonna change anything. I don't want to fight. I don't want a fair fight. Fair fights are for weaklings. Ugh. Wait, he ran away that time. Oh yeah. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. I think that was just a KO procking. Wait, oh, because that dash is not an attack? That dash is like a special attack. She's going to... Galleon Tower? Sure. I can only hit 2. Oh, her movement is so slow. I mean, that's some good experience and such. Ooh. He's hitting really hard. Solar pendulum. There was a fishing hole here. It's gone now. Yeah, right here. There also was a chest back here. She is, though, actually. Tio can restore EP by killing people. So I will have her be the heal bot for the moment. He's hitting really hard. That AT delay spam is really annoying because you can't evade it. But it's interesting. I wonder if they are going to justify the strengthening of these warhounds when you consider the fact that they're already like I can't think of a reason that they would suddenly be stronger and in such numbers. If there were only like 3 or 4 of them and most of them died and the ones that survived got a lot stronger, reasonable. But like a ton of warhounds that are significantly stronger is a little bit questionable. I actually think the EP restore from the Mirage Master Quartz is pretty bad. It's not restoring enough to be useful, I think. If I swap it for Pixie, I lose 4 Mirage value. I do more damage, though. If I swap that, do I still have the fun? I lose the all attack, but that's fine. Do I gain anything? I think I gained nothing. I have more variety. I think overall it's probably better to have better damage and not worry about a mediocre energy restore. Though I should consider, while running around like this, equipping an ingenuity. Do I still get my... Yeah, I still have these, that's fine. So, 7, 6, 4. If I run around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's enough to be useful, I think. It's better than the Master Quartz, 10 per kill. Maybe it gets better at like max level, but it's also not leveling up quickly, so... This is not waste. I meant to use the other one. Yeah, I think giving her better arts is more useful. Like her dealing more damage is more important. I kind of want to see the AoE if I... Neutral. Let's do that, whatever. I can't get him. Let's attack this guy. They didn't move. Come on, how does that not hit two of them? Ugh. Like, how does that not hit two? It's so frustrating. Gotta love the limit. There. I don't wanna... I don't want the range anymore. Let's get rid of the range. Better arts, better ADF, worse accuracy. I actually want to reduce her range. I explicitly want to reduce her range. Because the range is really annoying. Defense, evasion. Oh, I mean, giving her a defensive piece of equipment wouldn't be bad. I probably should. I think, yeah, having her have defensive equipment's probably the best. Because if as long as she's alive and she can get her S craft, she can revive everyone else. Tier all bomb. 42. The one just below was 36. Give me that, she demanded in a low tone, to which he only responded with an ill-suited snort. In the heat of the moment, she had no time to consider how strange it was. That isn't yours. Yeah, like, what was 41? Am I supposed to have gone around there and come back through here later? You... Exactly the same opening every time. You know, why not? What if I... Will it lunar craze them? It did. Nice and easy. Yeah, I think having the ingenuity on her is a good idea. I wonder if it's gonna be blocked like it was last time. Because this route was blocked. Okay, I'm gonna go there later because that's where I need to go long term. Okay, I guess they just keep respawning until you beat the alpha. Dumplings times 2. I could keep fighting them. It's not necessary. Nice and easy. Curio bomb. The chest tries to swallow you whole, but doesn't find you very digestible. Pretty good. I like that one. I think whoever came up with that one can be happy. Digestible. And like, it fits well with mimics and stuff. Ooh, double attack, nice. I didn't pay attention to the bonuses over on the left. I really wish there was a way to disable the support help from people. Because sometimes you don't want it. Oh, not these guys. I can't remember specifically what these guys do, but I hate them. I can't remember if these are the ones that murder you if you arts them, or if they're the ones that don't. I really can't remember. No, they're the ones that are immune to physical. That's good. If they're immune to physical, I mean, it means that this won't do anything, but... What happens if I do this? If I'm out of range after? Cool! I hate it, but that's cool. Yeah, so they just reflect it. Nice and easy achievement. I killed Randolph. EP3. That's nice. You killed my only friends! So tell me, who's the real monster here? Randolph got absolutely murdered. I wanted to see if they had to be in melee to reflect it, but no. No, no, no. They do a lot of damage. And it's not a melee reflect. If you deal damage, it gets reflected. Which I think is pretty funny. I think it was worth it for that moment. Oh, he needs to recharge his CP. Sokoda, 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 Sokoda. Ore no bandas? I don't know. Zeya. Zain Bujidana. I don't know why I feel like just repeating their lines. I just have the compulsion to. Just button mashing. Nice and quick. 1, 2. Please. Yari Yari Desu. Night Greaves. Presenting our delicious additions to the new and improved special support set. The same dishes you know and love, now with Wa Caesar salad and a refreshing glass of Noelmonade. Wa Caesar salad is like Noelmonade. Kinda weak. Not awful, but just weak. I assume these are not evasion. Okay, that's a reduction of ADF. 10 less ADF. 35 more defense. That's just an upgrade. I lose 5 evasion. 5 evasion is not that much. I think that's acceptable. I don't actually know if Wazi's gear is at all up to date. It should be pretty up to date though. Just button mash simulator. Okay, this is gonna be this is gonna get me into the sewers down here. These guys are kind of annoying fight. EP charge 3, that's pretty good. 43 out of 61. What? How did it go from 36 to 42? Maybe there just aren't some of them. Does that make it yours then? He retorted. What if I happened to like the local carpenter and commissioned a fine chest to store my trinkets? Weird. I have no idea what's going on in the Tails in the Chest story. I have no idea what's going on. I thought the bell was bigger than this. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought the bell here was like one of the demon bells. So somewhere here is where I can get the catfish. Like in the sewers there's a fishing point. There it is. So I'm going to catch a catfish. I don't know what I need to use to catch a catfish. I'm going to assume maybe a carp. I don't think you'd catch a catfish with a carp. At least not like a normal catfish. But it's a big catfish, so there. That's all I needed. Now for fishing, I'm only missing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of these are legendary fish that I can catch after I finish their respective Elite 4s. Once I catch these 3, I can do the last of the Elite 4, after which I'll be able to get the last of the legendary fish. Once I have all the legendary fish, and once I've beaten the Elite 4, I can fight Lake Lord. Once I beat Lake Lord, I can get the last legendary fish. So that's going to be, at this point, it's definitely going to be next time. I think I'm going to try and finish this bit of exploration today. Okay, good. Easy. That makes the exploration quicker. Except I have to run all the way back, but... I'm probably not going to finish this quest, because there's going to be a cutscene at the end or something. Potentially. Oh, just button mash simulator, man. I kind of want to increase the speed, but 6x speed is unwieldy. Yeah, this, you know, that one had a joke about there being a fishing point here. There wasn't really much of a joke. It was just a comment. It was literally the chest right down here that had 36. Yeah. It went from 36 straight to 43? Or 42 or 43, like... I don't understand the plan. Maybe there's some that just... Maybe it's intentional, and some of them just don't exist. Because I've definitely missed a ton. Mind 3. I wanted to be a music box, but I couldn't carry a tune. Okay. She could have a mind 3. Does she need the 2 wind? 10 wind for this. So I need to check, does she need 13 wind value? Well, does she need more than 11? I don't think she needs more than 11. Which means switching move for either EP3 or Mind 3 would be better. More EP would make her a better healer. Mind 3 would make her better. It would make her worse defensively, though. Let's give her Mind 3. Why not? That will give her a few more arts to work with. I really should try to get Calamity Claw on her. That's just 8 time value. An action 3. I have an action 3 available. I'd switch it off. Is worth 5. I switched action 3 off for Ingenuity. So an action 3... I'd have to put the action in this section, which would mess with other stuff too much. It'd be nice to get Calamity Claw on her. But Tio is not... It's not terrible to use Calamity Claw for Tio. It's a waste of damage, but... 44 out of 61. Oh, shut up! Genevieve hopped just enough to grip it and pulled it downward. Both had their hands on the chest now, and neither one appeared to have any intention of letting go. And then, to Genevieve's shock... What's his face let go, or it broke. It's one or the other. I don't even know the main male character's name. Denji Netto? Interesting. I mean, they can't change this area from before, it'd be weird, but hey, look at this big crater. That's the ladder. Okay, so I want this. Oh, it's up above, it's not down here. Shoot, she missed. I tried to swap her target, but it was high speed mode, so it swapped it too quickly. Chest there. That's an exit. Or a secret walk. That's important. Chest fact. Chests have domed lids to discourage being sat on and repel water from pooling atop it, thereby extending the lifespan of the chest. I could believe that. I don't know if it's something that was actually like a fact that they researched or not, but... Howling? Oh no, we're in trouble. No, we're not. Just spam some arts and you're fine. Ooh, so spooky. Damn, they got us surrounded. Why didn't they feed Gnosis to their dogs? That giant one. Has it been hanging around the Sun Fort this whole time? It must have forced the Warhounds into submission. So if we put it down, the rest of the pack will disperse? Sounds easy enough. Careful everyone, here they come! Bow. Oh yeah, I hate these types of fights. They're just lame. Okay, he needs to focus on drawing aggro. Okay, that guy can't be drawn in, that's bad. Okay, she is... Does she have it? No, she doesn't. I could just Fortuna. That could be not bad. Oh no, Aqua Mirage for sure. That's what I was looking for. I forgot that Aqua Mirage was a... Ooh, no, I want Dark Matter, actually. The AT delay is actually the biggest potential issue, I think. I think they can be blinded. I mean, all except the boss, but like... And now I can AoE them to death perfectly effectively. I kind of want a Fortuna. It's just funny. It's not better though, it's better to do an attack. Barkdean over here. Oh, he just died though. I probably should have healed him. Since it will cast right away. I don't know what the best single... I don't have a good single target. I've had fire. I think I should get more fire points for better single target for bosses, but... Oh, if I just used Galleon Tower, I would have blinded them just fine. I think this will deal okay damage, yeah. She's gonna move. She's gonna move. He's going to attack. I don't have good single target is the biggest issue right now. I should have Lunar Crazed, actually. I would say that's a misplay. I really love Death Storm, it's really funny to me. Oh, I should absolutely... Shoot, he's not charged. I guess I want to try and get... I don't have good hits. It's rough. I could have got... Oh, actually, I've stepped up in a couple turns anyway. I have a lot of step ups, huh? Didn't I have a better... I guess I didn't. Zodiac is what I was looking for? Yes. That was one that was interesting to me. It's not a good choice, but I mean, he's gonna hit harder. Harder hitting. Burst Orb. Phew, was that enough? I believe so. The underlings appear to have lost the will to fight. Are they going to be taken in by sight? Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, what do we do next? Kill them all. Zight's going to take them in. What do you mean, Wazi? The remaining warhounds. Do we leave them be or finish them off? Given the circumstances, I think we could easily exterminate them all. You raise a good point. We have no way of knowing whether or not they'll still attack people. Suppose it's better safe than sorry. Come on, guys, let's get this over. Zight is going to take them in. Go woof. Grr. They're going to join his pack. Zight, there is no need to trouble yourselves, he says. There isn't? Did he say why, Tio? Grr woof. Grr woof woof. Once the hounds were released, the only thing they sought was to live far away from humankind. However, it was then that the Alpha appeared and took control, ordering the pack to butcher cattle and ravage crops. Or something along those lines. Huh. So that's the way it is. Now that there's no Alpha to boss them around, they're probably not a threat. But hey, you're the leader, Lloyd. What's your call? Well, if what Zight's saying is right, let's try to believe them for now. From now on, you must remain in your own territory and keep to yourselves. If you can promise to do that and never attack our villages again, we will let your pack go in peace. Can you forward them that message, Zight? Woof. Roar. Grr woof. Grr woof woof. Woof. And they all just run away. Did he get through to them? Yes, I believe Zight's words resonated with the pack. We should be fine now. Well, isn't this something? I wasn't expecting this job to end with a sweet talking canines. All's well that ends well, though. How do you plan on explaining this in the report, Lloyd? That's a good question. I think our only choice is to tell the Deputy Commander the truth and hope for the best. In the meantime, our job here is done. Is everyone set to return to Tanagram Gate? Ready to go. No, I don't want to go back yet. ... Ha, what a spectacle. Kill them. They saved us the trouble of handling the pest control ourselves. Remind me to thank them later. Is something the matter, Ixia? Or would you prefer that I still called you Master Yin? Don't tell me you regret entering into another contract with us. I suspected you might. You needn't be so presumptuous. Let us be going. We should bide our time until opportunity strikes. Master Yin. Hehe. As you wish. We will, after all, have need of your strength in order to oppose our esteemed adversaries. And might I say, it's a pleasure doing business with you once again. Is this supposed to be like, what, a heel turn or whatever? She's evil now, but she's not. And that's what we learned from our investigation. Those warhounds shouldn't be giving you any more problems. So, you've been pretty quiet there, Duggo. Nothing else you want to add? Did we make a mistake by not exterminating the warhounds? No, I think you did just fine. Your results simply exceeded my expectations. To an astounding degree, even. Did they now? I thought you were going to tell us we were full of crap for saying we persuaded some warhounds. It does sound a little far-fetched when you think about it. So long as it is the truth, I fail to see the problem. As I said, it's perfectly alright. The fact that you managed to solve the issue peaceably is more than I could have asked. Thank you yet again, SSS. Now the Guardian Force has one less problem to worry about. I'm glad we could help. You can always reach out to us if you need anything, Deputy Commander. I'll keep that in mind. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to monitoring the state of alert. You six be careful out there. We will. Ancient Battlefield anomaly complete. Is the car at least going to be left here? So I'm going to go a little bit longer to briefly recheck the Ancient Battlefield if they let me. Because I didn't explore everything. Come on. Did they really did. Wow. Instead of just having our car here, our car is still in Armorica for some reason. Because we definitely would walk all the way back. We definitely wouldn't go up here, get our car. Great planning on that, okay. Since I want this to be really quick. What is here? This is gonna be rough, because it's hard to control. I need to just pay a lot of attention. Oh, different enemies, neat. Neat from an annoying way, but... The acerbic looking tomato looking guys are important. They give, I assume, acerbic tomato drops. Shoot, if I actually want to fight all the enemies, I'd have to actively fight every single one of these guys. So yeah, I have a chest up there and a potential couple more places to look at. Shoot, it's not where I need to go. I probably should fight all these guys. Actually, Septium Beasts I think are worth fighting because they give Septium in a decent amount, I believe. So I guess it's one more level. More points, which is good. 20% chance to critical. 10% chance to faint. Still no Master Art, though. Bunch 150 of each is pretty good. Wait, 150 of each except for fire? That's weird. It would have been a crime not to open me. What charge, you ask? resisting a chest. That's actually a good joke, I think. Okay. So there's nothing there to explore. I guess I'll fight him really quick. Button mash. So there is a chest over there and a chest over here. I'm assuming that chest up there is going to be level 100. 45 out of 61. Cyril burst into laughter after the chest got jumped up and grabbed. It almost caused her to loosen her grip on the chest, but his laughter became so ridiculous that he let go to muffle his mouth, allowing her to hug it possessively against him. She watched him, perplexed. Okay. He ran away, which is nice. Well, it's not nice necessarily, but in this case it is. Okay. Whatever. Let's save in case I die. Please be doable. Okay, this is doable. Oh, I need to change my location of all my team. My team needs to move because their positioning is bad. Because the current positioning is incredibly suboptimal. Easy. Good. Zappa. Intimidation. I just thought you could get more, did you? Sorry, pal. No duplicates. This doesn't work, because it's c'est la vie. Chez la vie doesn't really work. Chez la vie doesn't work. Ugh. Can I Raging Spin Septium Beast? Nice. I'm just gonna Spark Team this guy. Nice and easy. They're not actually worth fighting. Ooh, 2021, that's a year. 1971, that's also a year. I mean, all of these are hypothetical years, because years are just numbers, but... Okay, that's everything here, I think. I don't think there's any more I can explore right now. I won't be surprised if we have to come back later. For like a quest or the final quest, I don't know, but... I assume we're going to be back eventually. But that's the end for today. I think next time all that's left is going to St. Ursula. Which I will stop. Wait, no. Next time I'll do fishing, and then it will be time to go to St. Ursula. I don't know where the last fishing guy is. I'll have to find him, but once I'll be there next time. And next time we'll do fishing, St. Ursula, and the relevant fallout from that. And that'll be next time. So for this time, have a good day. Bye bye.